Hello everyone and welcome to the Bristol Motor Speedway for the NASCAR Xfinity Series Food City 300 and the regular season finale for our Xfinity Series NR2003 season here with Cole Custer on pole position alongside AJ Allmendinger. Of course, Custer, the last driver in the playoffs on points, the only one for that matter in on points. He's clinched with the points, but he just cannot afford to have an upset winner. So getting out to a huge jump like this and getting an early lead is crucial for Custer to put himself in a great spot to prevent any upset winners and lock in his spot in the playoffs for a second consecutive season before he goes up to the Cup Series next season full-time for Haas Factory team in the number 41. So we'll see how he does. But Custer right now driving away with the race lead here at Bristol over AJ Allmendinger as they work their way to the conclusion of lap number 3. Custer leads the way, Allmendinger second, Chandler Smith third. How about Dale Jr. in fourth? Making his one start of the year, very first one for Dale Jr. 3 wide back here, Ryan Ellis, Kyle Sieg, Leland Honeyman getting a little bit close there. Some intense 3 wide racing up the track. They go out of 2 and Kyle Sieg gets turned into the wall. Around goes the 28 into the 92 of Bilicki, and the caution will come out for the first time as Kyle Sieg gets turned by Leland Honeyman, slammed into by Josh Bilicki, and brings out the first caution of the night here in Bristol, as it will be Cole Custer leading over AJ Allmendinger, continuing to do so later in the stage. And upside down goes the 14 of Chad Fincham because the 8 of Sammy Smith, who had to win to make the playoffs, got turned, launched up and over on his side by Ryan Truex. Fincham piles in, Alfredo gets damaged, Shane Van Gisbergen is involved, and a big crash here at Bristol. Now we move on to the end of stage 1 here. This time by is 2 to go in the stage. Cole Custer still absolutely dominating this race from the pole position, about to lap Anthony Alfredo, running in position number 20 here at Bristol. Of course, Alfredo, one of the guys who has to win to make it in as well. Though right now Custer in a great spot to lock himself into the playoffs by winning just himself, and that's the best way to prevent anyone else from winning, is winning by yourself. So here, last of the stage cautions out already though, because it looks like there's trouble. That is a 28 of Kyle Sieg again, who's been involved in another incident. This time he got turned by Ryan Truex and he just slid, spinning down the apron. A minor little incident there for Kyle Sieg. Regardless, yellow comes out, which is going to end stage 1. It was on the last side of the stage anyway, so as they get back to the line, Cole Custer will dominate and win stage 1 here at Bristol, his 7th stage win of the season already. Brandon Jones comes home second, AJ Allmendinger third, Chandler Smith and Allgaier around the top 5, followed by Dale Jr., Sam Mayer, Sheldon Creed, Riley Earpst, and Ryan Sieg, the top 10. So your stage 1 winner is Cole Custer here at Bristol. Now we continue back underway in stage number 2 on lap 70 to still Custer leading the way as Brandon Jones and Allmendinger side by side for second, but the caution has come out again here. This time it is Ryan Sieg who has gotten turned to the outside wall, with Garrett Smithley and Josh Williams piling in. A hard head-on collision there from Josh Williams into Ryan Sieg. Of course, Williams won Las Vegas earlier in the year. That's how he has gotten into the playoffs. Sieg, one of those guys who had to win, just doesn't look like it's going to happen. It's probably going to knock him out of the race. You see the 31 of Parker Retzlaff also out of the race with a piston failure. Weatherman's been knocked out. You got Van Gisbergen out, Sammy Smith out. So the 8 of Sammy Smith's going to miss the playoffs as Custer continues to lead on the restart. And there goes Joe Graff Jr. the inside. Can he hang on to it as he comes up the track? He's going to spin off the nose of Allmendinger. Back up the track they go, collecting Riley Earpst and Sheldon Creed. Caution out again. And another chaotic Bristol race, as is the norm here in NR2003. You see Joe Graff Jr. got turned by Allmendinger. They both spun around, and Graff got drilled by Riley Earpst there and Sheldon Creed, who had nowhere to go on the outside lane. That's going to knock Earpst and Graff out of this race, as Custer will lead the way. So yeah, those guys are leaving us with just 30 cars left in the race now. Cole Custer continuing to dominate, and the caution comes out once again here in Bristol. This time it's another big pileup in turn 3. It's the 74 of Dawson Cram who gets turned into Jeremy Clements, collecting Leland Honeyman and Ryan Sieg. And another crash here at Bristol in a wild, wild race so far, as Custer now at pits, so he loses the lead. That lead is now presented to the 7 of Justin Allgaier. Won this race in real life last year, trying to do it again here in 2024. Still trying to look for a second win of the season here in NR2003. Allgaier leading the way is boss Dale Earnhardt Jr. in second, having a great run in his return, of course, since last year here, where he ended up being upside down in a hellacious crash that knocked him out of the race. Now back underway lap 111, still Justin Allgaier leading out of the race now. Of course, Jeremy Clements from that accident, Leland Honeyman. Looks like Alfredo is done, as well as the 16, no, that's 16, the 18 of Sheldon Creed. He's been knocked out of this race. It could cost Creed a few spots in the points, which is equal to a few playoff points here at the end of this regular season. Justin Allgaier is still leading, but Dale Jr. putting the pressure on him right now. JRM 1, 2, 3. Allgaier, Earnhardt, and Brandon Jones, and the caution will come out once more. What has happened this time? Looks like maybe the 16 of AJ Allmendinger got turned head-on into the wall by Blaine Perkins, and he got clipped there by DiBenedetto at the end of that. As AJ just got 3 wide squeeze there as Sam Mayer was trying to go by. It's unfortunate for Allmendinger. He had a really strong run going today, but looks like it'll come to an end with that accident. As now there's a 21 of Austin Hill, your defending series champion, who has cycled back to the race lead for the first time today here at Bristol. 2 different pit stops. How about look who's in second? Sam Mayer. You gotta win to make the playoffs with your Sam Mayer. So putting yourself in a great spot. Big hit to the inside wall goes Brennan Poole. He gets sent head on by the 45 of Stephen Parsons. Both Brownie Bites cars are out now as the caution will wave. And now Austin Hill's leading, but here comes Cole Custer once again making his way back to the front of this pack. And guess who's behind him? Dale Jr. Can Dale get to the lead here and get a huge win near probably towards the latter stages of his Xfinity career, as Custer is still leading on lap 148. He gets around Austin Hill, who's stuck behind the 35 car. Which this week is Carson Ware, making his first start of the season, I believe. So Custer will continue to lead. Dale Jr. trying to chase him down in second. Last lap of the stage this time by. Can Jr. find a way to get around Cole Custer to take this stage win? Obviously, the playoff point doesn't mean anything to Dale, but it's the track position that matters. So right now, Cole Custer is in a great spot to get another stage win, which would be his 8th of the season. And even though he still has not won a race yet, there's the end of the stage. Cole Custer will win stage 2, sweeping the stages here in Bristol. Earnhardt is second, then it is Chandler Smith, Allgaier, and Austin Hill the top 5, followed by Brandon Jones and Kligerman 6th and 7th. How about Ryan Ellis in 8th, followed by Ryan Truex and Jeffrey Earnhardt round out the top 10. So there you go. Cole Custer, you sweeps the stages here, getting now 8 stage wins on the season here at Bristol, in a great spot to advance to the playoffs, because he might just win this race. And he was pulling away from Dale, and the caution comes out again because Ryan Truex got turned by Jeffrey Earnhardt into the outside wall. They both go. Caution out once again. Those 2 Toyotas did just get stage points. Now the Junior has now taken the lead from Cole Custer. How about this? Dale Earnhardt Jr. leading his first laps of the season, and his, of course, only start of the year has gone around Cole Custer, leading for the first time tonight with 110 to go in Bristol. But Custer is right there behind him in second. Look out for Ryan Sieg up ahead. Junior gives him a bump, bump and run here at Bristol. He moves Ryan Sieg, putting the 32 of Austin Green in the wall, and Junior not messing around tonight, and he continues to negotiate lap traffic, leading this race. How about now on to lap 236, his teammate Sam Mayer, the car he owns, is in second, in a great spot to put himself in a spot to battle Dale. And if Mayer wins, he gets into the playoffs, bumps out Custer, who is a lap down right behind him, 3 wide out of 2, and Custer turns him. There goes Mayer head on to the inside wall, and Custer just eliminated his #1 competition for the final spot in the playoffs. And a shockingly controversial turn of events here at Bristol. Cole Custer just ended Sam Mayer's season. Unbelievable. Mayer was in a spot to compete for the win, to get into the playoffs the first time since 2022, and then Custer dumps him, taking him out of the race. And now, by the way, Brandon Jones has now gotten the lead here at Bristol late in this race on lap 258. Dale Jr. is right there behind him in second, trying to take the lead back. But how about the 9? Another Junior Motorsports car having a strong run all night long is Brandon Jones. He knows how to win races late in the regular season in Xfinity. He did it last year when he joined, and the caution will come out as the 9 is leading the 88. Big trouble here. Maybe Justin Allgaier possibly involved. Indeed, Allgaier got turned by Kligerman, spun right up into the outside wall. Very minor damage. Anyway, it was a spin, so the caution will come out, and we'll have another restart here at Bristol. Brandon Jones, but here comes Dale Jr. with 12 laps to go. Dale to the inside lane. Jr. trying to take the lead away at Bristol and get a win. Who would have thought it would be Dale Jr.'s first win here in our universe since 2022 at Dover? But if this was real life, it would be his first win in 8 years since Richmond in 2016. And Jr. clear for the lead here at Bristol, coming to just 10 laps to go. He has gotten around the car he owns of Brandon Jones, and Jr. now driving away to victory. with just 2 laps to go at Bristol. Once Cole Custer took himself out, eliminating Sam Mayer, it has been all Dale Jr. He managed to beat Brandon Jones head-to-head, and now white flag in the air. Final lap presented by Credit One Bank at Bristol for Dale Earnhardt Jr., one of the best Xfinity drivers of all time, 2-time Xfinity Series champion, 26 career victories in our universe. Looking for number 27. That's what he's going to get here at Bristol. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins at Bristol. His 26th career win and his first in 2 years. Austin Hill comes home in second. Second place was Brandon Jones. Austin Hill comes home third, followed by Kligerman and Ryan Truex, a top 5 on the lead lap. Then Justin Allgaier is 6th. How about Ryan Ellis in 7th? Chandler Smith, Jesse Love, Blaine Perkins, the top 10. So Dale Jr. wins the Food City 300 here at Bristol in a shocking turn of events. That's the dominant car of the night. Custer wiped himself out, and Jr. is in victory lane. The fans are celebrating all across Junior Nation as they can rest easy tonight knowing he has won in the Xfinity Series once again. Brandon Jones, strong second place run. Austin Hill, Kligerman, Ryan Truex, solid top 5s for those guys. Allgaier comes home 6th. Ryan Ellis, how about that? Back-to-back top 10s for the 43. Coming home 9th last week at the Glen, 7th here at Bristol. Chandler Smith, of course, your regular season champion, comes home in 8th. And how about Blaine Perkins with his solid top 10? Geez, the rest of the grid there, some guys that survived in the carnage, getting finishes better than they deserve. Custer ended up 20th with all that damage. So we look at your final Xfinity Series regular season playoff grid. Cole Custer, because there was no points eligible winner, that was not him. He has locked himself into the playoffs with a 117-point gap above Sammy Smith, who was eliminated alongside Anthony Alfredo, Jeb Burton, Sam Mayer, Ryan Sieg, and everybody on below them. Unfortunate for Sam Mayer. You saw he was right there competing for the win until Cole Custer took him out to get the final playoff spot. Very controversial move there by Custer, and eliminates 2 junior motorsports cars, Mayer and Sammy Smith. And now look at your Xfinity Series playoff grid going into the playoff opener at Kansas next week. Chandler Smith, the regular season champ, looking really strong with a good 32-point gap. Austin Hill, your defending series champion, plus 22, looking good as well. Sheldon Creed in his first playoff appearance, plus 10. Allgaier, Allmendinger, also above the cut line, but only by 8 at the most. Cole Custer, Jesse Love right there on the bubble, and then Shane Van Gisbergen, SVG, 1 point above Riley Earps at the bubble. SVG in his first playoffs, probably looking at the Charlotte Roval for his best shot to advance. Then Earps, Kligerman, Brandon Jones, and Josh Williams below the cut line. So there's your Xfinity Series playoff grid going into the round of 12, which begins next week in Kansas alongside the Cup Series. And as always, before we end the episode, I want to give a shout out to my channel members. So thank you, Brenda Breen and Jeremy Isley. I appreciate both of your support here on the channel. And of course, if any of you want to become channel members as well, you can click the join button or the link down in the description down below. You can get access to exclusive perks such as early access to videos, getting your name on a paint scheme, and members only polls and such. So until the next episode, I hope you all have a good one.